This is Jim Wallace again from Purdue Band Fan, and we're with Olivia Zugai. Hi, Olivia.
Hi.
How's your day going?
My day's going well. How's yours?
Oh, it's going good. It's a Friday, and the band didn't have to rehearse. But you're going out to perform what, at the soccer game, right?
We are performing at the women's soccer game tonight, yes.
Good. And so let's start at kind of the beginning. What year are you in school?
I am a sophomore.
Okay, and your home is?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Go Steelers.
Yeah, wow. So what's your major?
I am majoring in chemical engineering.
That sounds like you have to be pretty smart to have chemical engineering as a major.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So do you have plans on using, I guess I should say, how do you plan on using it when you get your degree?
So I really like chemistry, obviously, because I'm in chemical engineering.
Right.
I really want to be in a lab doing research, and I want to be doing research on products that are for consumers. So I'm going to do consumer development.
Does that interest come from your family or somewhere? Where did?
No,
Just
that just comes from me. My chemistry teacher in high school actually talked to me about doing something with chemistry in college, and just from being in Purdue and talking with other people that are in chemical engineering, that's the kind of path that I want to go down.
So you were, you live in Pittsburgh, so you picked Purdue because of the engineering aspect?
Engineering and twirling, obviously.
So let's talk a little bit about twirling. How old were you when you started?
I was 3 years old when I started twirling.
Now, was that mom's influence or what?
That was my choice, actually, because my cousin was a baton twirler, and I thought she was the coolest person ever because she was twirling baton.
Was she older than you?
She was older than me.
So she was sort of a mentor or a role model for you.
Definitely.
And now the roles are kind of reversed. I see a lot of times when you ladies are out twirling, I see the little girls looking up in sort of awe.
Yeah, it's great to think that little girls are looking up to us now. Like I looked up to other people when I was
Yeah, and they want to be sort of like you.
Yeah.
So you were in the twirling line last year.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what that was like, your first time in Ross-Ade Stadium.
First time in Ross-Ade Stadium was a little overwhelming, but very exciting at the same time. I had never twirled for a crowd that big, obviously. I went to high school, there was only about 200 kids in my graduating class.
Well, that's small.
Yes, so it was definitely a different experience, but it was great having so many people there for the first game last year.
So did you twirl with the marching band in high school?
I was in the color guard as my marching
The color
band.
guard,
Yes.
okay. Now, so the first game at Ross-Ade, you have to be a little nervous.
I was definitely nervous, yes.
And isn't it, I know this is a silly question, but if you're nervous and you got to catch that baton that's coming down, that has to be more difficult than when you're confident.
Definitely. There's like a point when you're twirling that you're thinking, if I don't catch this baton, I'm dropping it in front of thousands and thousands of people.
Sure.
And thousands of people don't understand that mistakes happen, and they're
Yeah.
just going to be like, wow, what happened to that girl right there? So it's definitely nerve-wracking to go out in front of all those fans for Purdue.
So tell the people that might be watching this, what is the secret to catching it? How do you catch it? Because you do most of the time catch it.
Yes. Last year I only had one drop during
Good for
the
you.
entire season.
Sure.
But yeah, so my trick to catching it is watching it all the way into my hand. So like the baton's up in the air, I'll watch it all the way until it hits my hand. So that is definitely something. And you have to be confident when the baton's in the air. And if you toss it crazy, because Ross-Ade can be a wind tunnel sometimes. So if a baton decides to fly away, you have to realize that you can't do a trick under your toss, and you have to just go run and catch it. So that can happen.
I actually took tennis lessons once, and we spent hours just tossing the ball up on a serve so we could toss it the right height and so that we then would be able to hit it with the racket.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with baton. You have to toss it correctly.
Yep.
Talk to me just a little bit about the sky or the ceiling or whatever. How does that change when you're throwing it up? Because it might be clouds, might be sunny, might be in Mackey Arena.
Mackey's a little difficult with the lights, but it seems like the lights have gotten better this year. They changed the lights, so we're hoping that our performances will be better in Mackey this year. It's definitely challenging. Clouds are our friend when we're tossing baton in the air.
Okay.
We don't like sun at all, so
Yeah.
usually when sun's pointing directly at us, it's kind of scary because that just adds more nerves because you can't see your baton when you toss it in the air. But
Sure. So when you graduate, do you plan on continuing twirling somehow?
I think it'll be definitely good exercise. I would definitely like to teach someone how to
That'd be great.
people how to twirl. I know I probably won't be able to do what I do now as a baton
Yeah.
twirler when I get older, but it would be great
Yeah.
to teach
Great, well, I appreciate you taking the time. Is there anything else that I left out that we should talk about you, or
I don't think so. I think everything
pretty well
was
covered the
good.
bases,
Yeah.
huh? Okay, have a good performance tonight.
Thank you.
All right, bye.